yourself in second place, play some great rugby that people see, then you've got the imagination of the Challenge Cup.
Oh, the Challenge Cup.
Yeah. And I think that's what the players are proper looking forward to as well. The feeling I got yesterday
about the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And we did speak a bit openly, me and Gazzy, and I said, Gaz, the fans will come, they'll come, but you've got to remember they've had years of down there. I said, look at your old club Warrington, and he went, yeah, I don't know. I said they'll come, but I said unfortunately, watch the Warrington's crowd start dipping now because they're not winning, are they? They're getting tonked every week, and it's in general. It's like everyone in life this day and age. You've got your passion supporters, you've got your hardcores at every rugby ground.
Yeah, you always have them.
But then you need
your add-ons,
i.e. your add-ons, your glory hunters, or whatever you want to call
I
them.
don't call them glory hunters.
No, it's just it's not glory. I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
There's a good 2,000 at Salford that if we'd have lost the £1 million game, or we'd have lost at Batley, and we were playing in the Championship, those 2,000 would still be going.
Yeah.
And you'd still be getting 500-600 going to away games. And they'll all be there. And then there's kind of lapsed fans and fans that have got out of the habit of going. I think if they start to go, or they're starting to get into the habit of going, then you start finding reasons to go, and suddenly bus routes and parking and stuff like that is no longer a problem. Because it's just what you do.
It's what you do.
And I think we'll get there.
You know, you can't sprint before you can walk, and I think Marwan and his team have to just be a little bit more patient. I think, you know what I mean. Like Steve said, and you said, a nice trip to Wembley will see a massive difference.
Oh, I see a massive difference next season. That would put 4,000 on the game.
Because I would, I mean,
easy.
Well, I'd take all my family, my grandkids, the lot.
I don't mean to Wembley. I mean the following season. It'll have the knock-on effect where 4,000 fans will suddenly appear in Salford.
Well, look at all their attendances have gone up because of their Challenge Cup. You know,
everyone's does. You have a good trip to Wembley.
Cass now, you know, they're still riding that wave of going to Wembley.
Yeah.
You know, their crowd's picked up, their enthusiasm picked up, and you just get that momentum.
That's it.
On the pitch and off the pitch, and you know, we're on the brink of that.
The thing what Salford have to battle with though is you've got Man United.
But you shouldn't make it a personal battle with them because you're never going to win.
No, I know that.
But why do you have to battle with it? Why do you have to battle?
You don't, because they're playing. They always seem to be playing the same time. If Salford's not playing,
happens now and again.
City's playing hard. United's playing hard. There's cricket on hard. There's a carrot testimonial.
That's not going to change. And there's absolutely no reason. I do it. Lots of other people do it. They support Salford and they support City or they support Man United, and it's a balance. And that's always been the case, and it always will be the case. But still maintain that if people start to get into the habit and we build that momentum, like Cass are doing, Castleford's not a bigger city than Salford.
No.
And they've got Leeds around the corner. They've got other stuff going on.
Of course, you have.
But I think it's that success on the pitch.
Success on the pitch.
And there's a lot. I know there's a lot going on in the background with Robbie Paul and Ian Blease and stuff like that. They're working their proverbials off. Commercially, bringing in sponsors and stuff like that, and driving stuff. So the kind of infrastructure's there. If we focus on the positive stuff that's going forward,
definitely, I couldn't agree with you more. What do you know about Barton Bulldogs?
No, it's Eccles Eagles.
Eccles Eagles, or Earlham Lightning.
Look, it's all part of the analysis that they're doing in it, and you know, I heard there was a conversation at weekend that said that, you know, decisions about next year will be made when the analysis comes out from the questionnaires that they've done and the consultations with the fans that they've done. And I've not seen anything that says anything is nailed on.
No, I
know there's all sorts of
reports. It's all rumours, isn't it? Rumours are a bad thing, really, because this is the most successful season we've had for years and years and years, and then you get Marwan on Twitter, and Marwan spoils himself at times because he says things like "stay away, fans." And
he does, but that's kind of his personality, isn't it? And he's a bit of a bear, you know, and he'll sit in the corner grumbling away, and then you'll say to someone, "Don't poke that bear," because he'll growl at you.
Yeah.
You know someone's going to pick a stick up and go over and prod it, and that's what they're doing. They're prodding the bear, and then they get a reaction. So
I think it's time all the fans of the club and the chairman got together and said, "This is our best season. Nothing's going to get said till the end of the season. Let's get behind our team. Let's stop putting shit on Facebook and Twitter and all that.
I think the most important thing is that we stick behind the team. And what will be at the minute, but at the end of the day, we can deal with it at the end of the season, like you just said. Unprofessional again, eh?
That's 3 times the recording stopped and he's had to start it again. Then his phone goes off. He's got Facebook on while he's recording this.
Oh, I'm in demand.
Yeah. You're in demand.
It's my day off. I'm in demand. I've got a few more shows to do today.
You're in denial is what you're in, mate.
Yeah, I think
that was definite. That's Steve.
The team need us at the minute. And just going back to the crowd on Sunday, for some reason I thought we was very, very a bit. I don't
flat.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what we talk about.
I mean, that's the first time this season. I don't know what they were expecting or.
It happens, doesn't it? It happens, and we talk about player fatigue, and I do want to talk about that as well. But you know. The Salford fans have been to a lot of games in a short period of time, so they can't be on it all the time and enthused. And quite often, sports fans at football, rugby, cricket, whatever, sometimes need the spark off the pitch. Yeah. And unfortunately, a couple of early errors, a couple of early tries from Wakey, and suddenly that momentum's not there and the energy's not there. But I tell you what, when we started to come back, I was sat in front of the fans in the second half because we were obviously attacking that way. And they started the Red Army chant. They were really loud then. Yeah. And you know, so you can't. It's a two-way thing. Sometimes the fans, the crowd need a spark from the pitch, and sometimes the players need the spark from the crowd.
Well, what about the noise when Kopchak scored?
Oh, it was awesome.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
And I've got. I know I've sent 1 or 2 pictures out, but I've got a load to send out. His reaction to that was the passion in his face is fantastic.
I love Kopchak. I think.
So how do you feel about Fingy's comments this week, Casford coach and Radford at Hull about players' welfare?
Well, it's Minicello was saying it as well. He's got a report, and it. I put a thing on Gaz Carvel because he's Salford's player welfare officer. Every club's got one, and their job is to look after players' welfare, obviously. But I put a thing on Twitter after Gaz had reposted Minicello's report or comments on Twitter and said that every club has got a player welfare officer. You don't expect them to be protecting the players from their own governing body, and that's what's happening with these decisions around the RFL with the Easter period and then this one coming on. It's just they've got to look at it. They've got to look at players.
It's not fair on the player. You know what I mean?
It's not.
It's an hard sport, isn't it?
It's a hard. Well, it is, and then but you've also got the knock-on effect of the crowds. You know, suddenly people, even if you've got season tickets, you still got to get there and buy a drink and whatever. Yeah. And people have to make difficult decisions sometimes about where they go. And if you've got 2 games back to back quite early on with no payday in between. Yeah. It's a working class sport.
It is, exactly.
Yeah. People. A lot of people are getting paid weekly. There's no payday in between.
Yeah. I get paid monthly.
I mean, what was ours when we went to Catalans? We played on the Friday. We flew out on the Saturday, and the game was on the Monday.
Yeah.
And the team, couldn't get there. Well, they got there. They got delayed.
But
their turnaround. I mean, did Catalans play on the Wednesday that week as well?
I don't think we were far away on Sunday against Wakefield, but I think we a lot of teams struggled last weekend. Fortunately, we won both. Yeah. And they sort of toughed their way through it. But I think we paid the price on Sunday because it was a very, very strong Wakefield team. But they were tired as well.
I think
it was an arm wrestle.
I think Mason was the difference for them.
Mason was the
it?
difference because we made a mistake. And normally you think, well, if you make a mistake in good ball, you're going to recover. Yeah. You don't make mistake in yardage, but if you make a mistake in good ball and then you lose a try, no one was going to catch it. There was that one in the second half with, I can't remember their guy that broke away and scored, and it was Bene that nearly caught him.
Yeah.
At the end.
Was he played number 4? Was it?
Was that the first half?
I think
that's the first half. Yeah.
Bene chased him back, didn't he?
But I think this weekend was the one that caught up with us. It caught up with other teams last weekend. I think it caught up with us this time.
Yeah. Going back to that Ben run. Yeah. I was a fan in there. He said, Colin Hembridge. He said, even though we got beat, he said, that's what I want to see.
That's what you want to see.
I want to see someone like him running, and nearly got him, and then you think He's wearing the shirt here.
Yeah.
He's wearing the pride. He's not give up.
Same with Flanagan. Flanagan did it early on in season.
That's what fans appreciate more, because it's like he could have easily given up. But he's a big guy. You know what I mean? He's not a big guy.
He's got every
reason. Money at me anyway at that speed, Jesus. Yeah. But that's what fans like to see. Do you know what I mean? It's not like when Flash done one the other week, didn't remember? Caught him. And that's what you want to see.
And I tell you what. There's not many people this year going to put 5 feet on the backside, but Benny did it.
Yeah.
He went absolutely flying.
Did you get a good picture of that?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah. Speaking of Flash, new contract.
Yes. Congratulations on Flash. I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, he was
more behind the scenes work. Well done to the club on that one.
Yeah,
There's a great atmosphere though. They just enjoy each other's company. They just, they support each other on the pitch, and they socialise as well.
As a fan,
and the families.
What you want.
I mean, you go in the dressing room after the game, win or lose, Steve, and you can see the difference, the buzz when we win, and just explain to the fans what it was like this Sunday when they got
it was flat, and it's Watto's job to kind of get that balance between feel the pain of getting beat and feel the disappointed of getting beat
and bounce back from it.
Don't get beat next week.
I do believe he didn't bollock him though.
No, he didn't.
He never laid into him.
He actually lays into him more when they've won, and he'll point out things that they could have done better.
Yeah.
I remember against Wigan, we won the game, but he had a go at them because
you let him back in.
We let him back in, and he says, when you got them down, you got to put your foot on the neck.
When we was
and you've got to go for it.
Should have really annihilated
the great Saints and Wigan teams of the Leeds teams of the past, that's what they would do.
Yeah.
That's what they've got to start learning. Is going to that extra level. So he had to go more, and then he went, now celebrate, now sing your song. This week it was more about, right, your chin's up. You've done a lot of hard work. You got caught out here. There's mistakes that we'll talk about on a one-to-one basis that we can put right.
Yeah.
And then they had the day off.
Let's look at
the day off the following day.
Right. 3 minutes to go. We was winning that game. I know we lost by 10 points, but 3 minutes to go, we was winning that game, and that was a belting game.
Well, I just said to you, I mean, the difference was Mason, and then I was, I'm a big fan of Mason, and I didn't want to see him leave, but he's got pace, he's a strong lad. I remember his debut against Huddersfield for us, and he just went, got the ball, and he was gone. I thought, ooh, happy days.
And he scored in front of the Salford fans. Didn't
Never celebrated.
Didn't celebrate. Just
and you've got to respect him for that. You've got to respect him for that. I like that.
I spoke to him upstairs about that, and he went,
as I wrote in my report.
That's three. I was chatting to Mace anyway.
I said, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't celebrate because you still live in Eccles, don't you?
It's on West London.
Shut up, you. He went, yeah. He went, yeah. It was his dress. He was like, just said, it's his job at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
well done, I like that. Well done, Mason. Not celebrating.
He asked me if he had any of these. Did I get any pictures of him?
You said no, didn't you?
So
I hope you said no.
I did say
no. There was a few swear words in there as well.
Yeah,
but
I did say I've still got the one of you in the pub. So, but it's coming down now.
Is that the one?
It's coming down now.
Is that the one that was on the front page of the League Express?
It's up there, but that mirror, Steve. I don't know.
No, that's what I mean. Dennis.
But what I also want to do is pay credit, and I'm biased because he's one of the academy lads. Jake Bibby.
Yeah.
What a great game.
Two tries,
and two tries, and very Mason-esque try, and I did point that out to Mason.
The dive over.
Yeah, because that takes strength and guts to do to finish like that, because it's dead easy to run into touch or not follow, but to actually have the focus to get that down.
Definitely. Should we go to a song on that?
Yeah, why not? What eat me bacon butter?
I heard that you're settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Oh, friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I had hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over.